What's up, y'all? How you doing? It's Friday, and I told you I was gonna come back Friday and tell you some good stuff and what to do and all this other good stuff for Freespell Friday, whatever. You know what's up? It's Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. Why are you not doing black magic? Go do brujeria. Go do all the brujeria. And by black magic, I mean black magic. I mean brown magic. I mean our magic. Not that tired out old racist way of thinking. I mean magic that comes from black people, brown people, indigenous people, our magic. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to talk about. That's what I mean. So, hi, how are y'all? By the way, if this is your first time here, hi, I am Papa Rose, your favorite Papatio, not Tapatio, but just as spicy as the hot sauce. And here we are in La Casa de Juju, and Casa de Juju is not only the place where we live and do our work and do our spiritual work, it is also our shop. And we're working on the website, so yes, it's coming. Yes, it is. We're doing exciting things, where we talk about products. This is also a place where we talk about esotericism, spirituality, magics, all sorts of wonderful topics of an alternative path, and also where we have insights and thought and philosophy from me, and pretty much days in the life of a backwoods brujo from New York. So I hope you're having a great weekend. And y'all, yes, yesterday I was talking to y'all about La Madama and the Madama spirits and that whole class of spirits and how we work with them and how the products are. And I didn't get a chance to show you the bottle. So this is what an undone bottle looks like. And what I mean by undone is not prepared and not ritualized and not painted, because we paint them according to the colors you give us, because we work with people on this. This isn't just something we grab off and give it to you. No, we work with you on this. If you're going to buy one of these, we're going to make sure that it's aligned to you, that it has the proper herbs and anything else you might want to have with her. But standard, what you get when you get one of the bottles, when you buy one of these bottles, is, of course, the colors that she's going to come in. She's going to have a basket right here on top that will hide the stopper, of course, her basket, and in that basket, like I said, flowers, candies, money, petitions, things like that, things that she would have in her basket, because remember, some of them were healing women, so healing herbs, and flowers, because who don't like flowers, and candies, because you want to sweeten her up, or anything, or petitions that she helps with. But she's also a market woman, so when you want to see something progress, you put coins in there too. This is what we do. We're working with spirits. We're offering and giving spirit something to work with in the material world to bring us the results we're looking for. But also, she's a spiritual worker. Remember that, to help you in your spiritual work, to elevate you. She also is going to come with a broom, a handmade broom, and because those are two of her main attributes: the basket that carries blessings and the broom that sweeps away negativity and sweeps away obstacles in your path. Also, you're going to get a sample size of her oil, the specific oil we make for La Madama, and you can have a whole suite made, either a sample suite where you have what my lovely boy bought, which is powder and lotion and oil and bath crystals to align yourself and work with that spirit and bring that spirit close. And we tell you how to. There's instructions that come with it, because we ain't gonna let you just go here and figure it out. We're gonna give you step-by-step instructions so you can work with them and tailor them to your specific needs as well. That said, if you are interested, we have one medium available. And there's a medium bottle. We also have a little smaller bottle and the larger bottles, but we don't have those. This is the one that's available. This one is ready to be turned into a wonderful vessel for your spirit to materialize and be there for, and as a silent offering, a place for them, a placeholder for them. So let us know. In pricing, information, shipping and handling, all that, will let me know. Just send me a message, get into the comments, and there you have it. Also, since it's Freespell Friday, what y'all know about green rice? What y'all know about money rice? Yes, with the gold spoon. Okay, gold looking, but still, it's the look that counts. And that fina energy, that refined energy of the money rice. What is money rice about? Because a lot of people are talking about it, and I'm seeing in the redes sociales, the social medias, that a lot of people are doing green rice. I made mine last night. because Friday the 13th, it's a lucky day. It's a day of luck. No matter what anybody tells you, it's about good luck. It's about feminine energy. It's about alignment. It's about increase, and it's about magic. And it's on a Friday. So Friday, what does Friday mean? It is a Venus energy. And there are all sorts of energies that can be worked during the day and night on this day. And also 13 is a sacred number to so many different deities and spirits, especially in our house. 13 works with Santa Lucia or Saint Lucy, with San Antonio, Saint Anthony, who's a many-faceted saint that we work with and who represents many different spirits. Noteworthy among them, Elegua, Legba, and also Agasu, Metagasu, who is a New Orleans Loa, who is wonderful for these times in particular because he is the wizard king, the leopard king that fights for the downtrodden and those that need help. Let you go on with that one. So also St. Anthony helps you find things, not just finding things that you lost like your keys, but also finding your way, finding your path, finding your love, finding a job, finding XYZ. So if you're thinking about doing stuff, today is that day. Today is that day. And Santa Lucia, Saint Lucy, is the light bringer, the bringer of divine wisdom, the opener of the eyes, the special lawyer of eyes, whether they be sight to improve your sight or sight to improve your sight. You know what I mean? So she is a patron saint of mediums and those especially who have clairvoyance, much like her best friend in arms, Saint Clair. So, and I was just talking about that with one of my favorite peoples, Dominic Guerrero, who is a Baba Lorisha of Candomblé, who I'm going to give a shout out to. Thank you for being there, and thank you for being one of my best brothers in arms and a deep, deep family member. Abure Hashem, thank you. And yeah, we're talking about those three things. But let's go back to what I was saying before about this green. Yes, he's wearing the lucky green, and also St. Patty's Day is around the corner. Lucky. What do we do with green rice? What are we gonna do with it? Eat it? No, you don't eat green rice. Please don't. What green rice is a lucky rice that's used to attract money. Rice in itself is considered abundance. It is abundance, it is wealth, because when you take 1 cup of rice and put it into 2 cups of water, it expands and you have enough to go around. This idea transfers transfers into its spiritual and magical properties. So this can help you. And by magic, I don't want anybody to come up and say, hey, magic doesn't exist. Sure it doesn't, kid, whatever. And this is not going to make you go rich overnight, but this helps facilitate those energies for you and helps you work to get better before y'all get into it. Because, you know, some of y'all be crazy out here and y'all need to just chill a minute and say, you know what, live and let live or let go. Yes, she said that in a song. But back to the good stuff. Let's focus on the good stuff. This lovely money rice has bits of actual silver shavings and gold shavings that I had, iron shavings, because iron is a protector. Because once you want to have your money, but you want to keep your money protected, because you already know. I don't need to tell you. The minute you have $5 extra, there's somebody looking at you cross-eyed. So this helps. Iron is a protector, and also it's a strong energy. So we put that in there, silver and gold, so that you always have a little bit of gold for your treasure and silver for your home. So that you always have those things, because silver and gold are still very big things, remember. Also, we have herbs that are related with money, like basil and parsley and cinquefoil, which is 5-finger grass, and those lovely green energies. And I know everybody's like, parsley. Parsley is one of the most underrated money plants, and nobody ever works with it. It's also very good to bring good fortune. And mint, because mint, spearmint, and peppermint are very good for bringing money and good fortune too, and turning bad luck to good, among a couple of other things, because, you know, we got to have a little bit of a family secret. You always have a little bit of twist on yours. And it can be white rice, long grain, jasmine, basmati, whatever you want to do. But usually it's whatever rice you got around, especially if it's white, because what you're going to do is you're going to use a little bit of green colorant, hopefully organic green colorant and not just alcohol. But you get what you get and use what you got until you can get what you need, right? Right, okay. And you take a good money oil, like Mr. Money, Don Dinero, from yours truly in Casa de Juju, or any oil like we talked about in the last video, any oil that you trust. Or if you don't have anything on hand but you have some things around you, you can take those herbs that we talked about, money herbs, put them in some olive oil. Olive oil is holy, 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 and you warm it up in like a diffuser, or let it warm up so that it infuses, and you can use that oil with those herbs and a little extra, and you mix it up with a little bit of your green coloring until you have a base. And once that base is good and together, then you add your rice and you mix it all up and you stir your intent, because intent is important. like we talked about in the last video. This is why it pays to stay on top of my videos, y'all. They all are on top of each other. You learn something. And you're going to mix all that up clockwise because we're calling it in. We're calling in money. That's why you notice we spin our fabulous golden with a crown too, y'all. Crown of success. We spin it towards us because we want that money to come to us. We want that clockwise energy to keep on coming and keep on coming through. Orange peels are also an amazing thing to add because orange is the symbol of sweetness and wealth. And also flower petals. I like using flower petals in mine too, especially when it's like calendula. Marigolds are beautiful for this. They're also protective. Sunflowers, because they're always reaching for the sun. The sun is glory, wealth, gold. Chamomile. Chamomile brings money and good luck too. So, beautiful flowers like that, and spices too. But if you want to know more, you can book a divination with me, you can book a mentorship with me, or you can book a troubleshooting Café con Papa session with me, and we can go more in depth on this. But I wanted to give you something to start out with. Once you get all your ingredients together and you've cooked your work and you've spoken your energy, you can also take a petition about attracting money consistently, continuously, that you speak over. And Psalm 23, if you're working with the scripture, Psalm 23, or your spell and your name that you write over it as well, sign that. Sign it, just dot no I's and cross no T's. Sign it in script, if you remember what script is. If not, sign it in the way you sign your name. And burn those ashes and add them to the rice. So that the ashes, your petition itself, the very nature of what you want, is already in there too. So every time you use your rice, it brings it to you specifically, and it personalizes your rice make. Get yourself a little candle, dress it with your oil, put it on top of your rice, pray over your desires, and let it set. Let it cook a little bit. And then, usually I like doing it for 7 days. 7's a powerful number, but today is a powerful day. So I've been keeping a little light on it. I just wanted to show you it because, I got to show you what it looks like. And I'm going to be talking to it all throughout the day, working my magic in it up by the day and putting it back in front of the spirits because they empower it too. Spirits of wealth and fortune, spirits of blessings, Ganesh and Elegua and Fortuna and Lakshmi and other spirits, well, Mr. Money himself, Don Juan del Dinero, San Martín Caballero, Saint Martin of Tours, who is the saint on the horse that comes bringing help to those who need it, Saint Expedite, because everybody loves some Expedite, baby, and other spirits that work with fortune. I ask for each of them to put blessings on this. No, I am not doing what, I can hear somebody saying, ay, that's sancocho. No, this is called I ask for blessings. You can ask for blessings from many different people, including your devotee spirits. Not that you should have everything on top of everything, but you ask just for a blessing for your work. Y'all, learn the difference between appropriation, appreciation, and collaboration. And also throwing everything together and hoping it sticks. That's not what we're doing here. We're going, hey, many people from many faiths, may they, who we work with because of our spiritual court. That's another thing. I teach a class on this too, about different spirits and different energies in your spiritual court. Yeah, you might want to look that up. And you're asking for blessings, because why not? I always ask for blessings from everybody, because you know what? We live in a dangerous world, and blessings are a wonderful thing. Talk about it. Get into the comments. Let me hear what you got to say. Keep it sweet, because we're nice. We're kind here. Not necessarily nice, but we're true and we understand. But back here to this beautiful, beautiful rice. I love it because it has a deep green texture, but also it pours well. And there's different greens about it, because there's different greens. You want the fertility green, the money green, the lighter green in between. So there's that play that you have when you put that together. Once your rice is together, how do we use it? We're going to put it on our money altar, of course, because you should have an altar for prosperity, to bring forth prosperity and good fortune. You can use it in lamps. You can use it as a base for candle work. You can use it under your front mat, your doormat. You should have one outside and one in, because you don't want anybody tracking in stuff. So you put it in the one you have on the inside house, put it under there in the shape of a money sign, so that money keeps coming in. Every time you open the door, money come in. Keep it in a little bottle that you have a petition in with a stick of cinnamon, and hang the bottle near the front door or on the knob of the front door, so every time you pull the door open, money comes in. You see what I'm getting with this? You see where I'm going? And you can also use it as a base for a money bowl. A money bowl is where you put rice and other symbols of prosperity, abundance, and rolled up dollar bills and cinnamon sticks and all these good things, and citrine and aventurine and malachite and other stones like that that are very, very powerful for attracting good fortune, attracting wealth and prosperity. And also, I like using pyrite a lot because people are like, oh, that's fool's gold. Yes, you can, but I like to use it because it just because of that. It is shiny, it fascinates, and it deflects the evil eye as well. And it kind of makes somebody go to where the false stuff is rather than touch your stuff. You see how you can work things? It's all up here and with your tools. So work with everything together and get yourself on that flow. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, talk about this video and our channel, and hit the notification bell so that you're aware of when every new video comes up and you can get involved in the scandal and the tea. And that's it. That's all I wanted to do. Give you a little something to work with, a little bit of hand energy. It's Friday the 13th. Break out the pink candles, break out the green candles, break out the blue candles, break out the candles, break out some incense. Make your day magical. Work that spiritualism into your day and make it happy. Take and do what you can with what you got until you get what you need is one of my favorite sayings to say, and today is no different. I just had a problem really quickly. I didn't have something I needed on hand, but I heard the spirit behind me saying, you got what you need. And so I was able to twist up a cleansing incense, just an incense to clean through the house, to smoke up, made out of black sage, rue, and cedar. And not only do I feel better, my home feels better. It's a beautiful feel. You don't necessarily have to follow the grocery list. What do you have and how can it help you? Do the research. Back up your gnosis with some knowledge and some academia, and you get great results. But the thing is that you do it. Do it. And on that note, if y'all have any questions, any comments, want to book a session, want to get some products, because yes, I will be making, some of this is going to be for me, of course, but I will have this available for sale. Please get with me and let me know if you want some, because again, make it Casa de Juju or make it yourself. Or a trusted person that you trust and have seen it work. You know what I mean? So on that note, again, if you have any questions, comments, want to reach out for divinations or what have you, please email me, DM me, get with me, and the scheduler is in the write-up, or on our Facebook page. It's going to be at the top of the Facebook page and the Book It Now button. So that is about it, honey. Thank you so much, y'all, for being truebies and staying true to the course with us. I want you to have the most magical Friday ever and have the best weekend ever. And for my Gen Xers, if you remember Saturday the 14th, tomorrow is the day to watch it, and it's a movie, so you already know what's up. And again, float us a note if you have any questions, because that's all she wrote. Y'all be kind to yourselves, to each other. Give love, have love, do love. And sending that love, peace, and juju to one and all. Later on.